Some instructors prefer to use a grade aggregation type called simple weighted mean of grades. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, that's kind of a long name for something that's meant to be simple. So why is it called simple weighted mean of grades? Let's pretend I'm a student in your course and you give me a quiz with 5 questions that are worth 1 point each. I answer the first 4 questions correctly, but I miss the last question and answer incorrectly. When I hand my quiz to you to be graded, you'll look at the total number of points I earned, which was 4 points. You would then look at how many points I could have earned if I had answered every question correctly, which is 5 points. If we stop right here, this represents the natural grade aggregation, because it would be the total number of points I earned out of the total number of points I could have earned. Simple weighted mean of grades takes things one step further by looking at the total number of points I've earned out of the total number of points I could have earned and converting that to a 100-point scale. Some students prefer this grade aggregation method because it displays their grades as a percentage. Some instructors prefer this aggregation for categories when they're weighting their grades because it generates category grades that look like a percentage. But if you choose to use this grade aggregation method, AsULearn will calculate the number of points a student has earned out of the number of points they could have earned and then scale that value to a 100-point scale. So the reason it's called simple weighted mean of grades is because it will always display any course total out of 100 points to make things as simple as possible for the students. There are 2 more things that we think might be helpful to know about simple weighted mean of grades. The first is that in simple weighted mean of grades, the points determine the weight of each individual activity. So if I have a 25-point assignment and a 50-point assignment, the 50-point assignment is worth twice as much. The second thing that's helpful to know can be a possible point of confusion. Since simple weighted mean of grades generates a course total by taking the points earned and converting it to a 100-point scale, that means that the course total will always be out of 100 points, even if the number of assignments or grades in the course add up to more than 100. This is also true earlier in the semester when you haven't entered all of the grades yet. So in a course with 4 assignments worth 100 points each, if I've only entered in grades for 2 of those assignments, they will still be converted to a 100-point scale. This also means that if you've entered grades for some students, but not others, they will still have a course total calculated out of 100 points each. So again, in simple weighted mean of grades, the points are used to determine the weight of individual activities and grades in the course, and the course total is the number of points a student earned out of the number of points they could have earned, converted to a 100-point scale.